All right, here we go. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to look at game 3 of the tournament. Let's see, Expo baseball. Tell me if you can hear this or not. Let me know. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Just letting everybody get warmed up here, and hopefully we started soon. Game 3, Thunder Reunion Tour. Boys are 2-0 right now, getting ready to go into Game 3, opening tournaments. Good to have them back in action. Brian Meeks signing off. Craig Hull, the voice. The CJ Thunder will be with you shortly.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to historic Joe Becker Stadium for CJ Thunder Baseball, as CJ Thunder Radio Network presents Fall Baseball, the CJ Thunder Reunion Tour, the last ride of the Thunder. I'm Craig Hall, voice of the CJ Thunder, and welcome back to Joe Becker Stadium. The Thunder 2-0 off to a 2-0 start this fall, as the Thunder yesterday down at Neosho opened the season with an 8-0 victory over 417 Velo. And then earlier today here at Joe Becker Stadium, 11-0 victory over USA Prime Mavericks. And we're set to get underway here. Scheduled for a 3:45 first pitch, not going to happen. Obviously, we're running behind with all the games happening at Becker today. Set to open this one against Expo's Baseball. Your starting lineup for Expo's Baseball, now 1-1 on the fall after a 10-7 loss to Area 57 in the game before. Leading off, playing shortstop for Expos will be Giancarlo Martinez. Batting second, the catcher, Cooper Thorne. Batting third, the first baseman, Adam Brown. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Cohen Oakes. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Caleb Taylor. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Aiden Smith. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Connor Baker. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Jackson Landis. Batting ninth, the extra hitter, Jay Slavens. And batting 10th, the right fielder, Tucker Reed. That lineup for Zach Thorne and assisted by Adam Bridges. Your lineup again, Martinez, Thorne, Brown, Oakes, Taylor, Smith, Baker, Landis, Slavens, and Reed, batting all 10 for the Expos Baseball. Defensively for Carl Junction, in the outfield from left to right on your video screen, it'll be Briar Robinson in left, Braden Larry in center, Caleb Bernard in right, and then along the infield from left to right, it'll be Brody Pant at third, Cooper Vedix at short, Aiden Spencer at second, Thomas Hull at first. Behind the plate, catching for his third game this weekend will be Logan Haynes, and on the bump this afternoon will be hard-throwing right-hander Deacon Endicott. Endicott, an all-state second-team Class 4 pitcher. This past spring with Carl Junction, 57 and a third innings, 11 starts, 7-1 record. He struck out 71 batters in that 57 and a third innings of action. Allowed 27 runs, 17 earned, 47 hits to earn those all-state honors and first-team all-conference, Ozark Mountain Conference honors. As we're set to get underway here, home plate umpire for today's game, Brian Hargrave. Your field umpire, Dustin Storm. And your first pitch here this afternoon, ground ball to second base, backhanded by Spencer. He steps, throws, scooped at first base by Hull. And that'll be the first out. One pitch, one out, as Martinez grounds hard to Spencer, 4-3 on the putout. So one pitch, one out. We're underway at 3:59, 80 degrees at first pitch. Okay. So Cooper Thorne will step in to hit. First pitch to Thorne, fastball inner part of the plate, called strike one. Second pitch to the backstop, that'll be a ball. That'll even the count 1-1. No score, just underway here at Joe Becker Stadium. Expos Baseball. Zach Thorne's the head coach, assisted by Adam Bridges. Thorne in the third base dugout with Bridges at first. The 1-1. Swung on a miss. That'll run the count 2-1. Pitch misses wide. That'll even the count at 2-2. Pitch misses up high. That'll run the count full 3-2. That's it. Somebody else come in. And ball four will miss wide, and so a six-pitch walk issued to Thorne. And Expos baseball have a runner on here with one out in the top of the first. That'll bring up Adam Brown. First pitch swinging, pops it back up, foul, and out of play. Failed to mention, Martinez is a Diamond product. Thorne at first base is a Carthage product. And Brown at the plate is a Diamond High School product. So 2 of the first 3 hitters in the lineup, Diamond Wildcats. Swung on a miss. That'll run the count 0-2. Check on the runner at first, and he's back in time. The 0-2 from Endicott. Outside corner called strike 3. So Brown down looking on strikes. And that'll be the second out here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Cohen Oaks, right-hand hitter, Carthage product. He'll step in to see Endicott. The first pitch from Endicott. Fastball elevated. Ball 1. Just underway here at historic Joe Becker Stadium. No score early. Endicott 1-0. Swung on a miss. I'll leave the count at 1-1. Expos baseball 1-1 on the young fall season. Carl Junction, CJ Thunder 2-0. The 1-1 misses away. That'll push the count to 2-1. Thorne leads off from first as the 2-1 misses wide. That'll push the count to 3-1. Thunder pitching yet to give up a run this fall. 8-0 yesterday, 11-0 earlier today. Endicott set and delivers the 3-1. Fastball outside corner, called strike 2, and that'll run to count full 3-2. So with 3-2, 2 down, expect Thorne to be on the move with the pitch. Defense pretty much straight away with the exception of Larry in center, who's shading towards right center. And Bernard's deep and right. There goes Thorne, and the 3-2. Swung on and chopped out in front of the mound between first and home, and going to roll fouls. Hull fields it in foul territory, so we'll reset. We'll do 3-2 again. There goes Thorne, and the 3-2 will be hit hard towards second. Spencer's going to roll over, field it, flip over to Hull in time to record the out 4-3. So in the top of the first for Expos baseball, no runs. There was no hits, there was no errors, and 1 left on base. After inning, no score. You listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium, beautiful Joplin, Missouri, for fall baseball. CJ Thunder, the reunion tour, the last ride of the Thunder. The starting lineup for the Thunder, presented by Pinnacle Bank. For all your banking needs, be sure to see Travis Spencer, all of our friends over at Pinnacle Bank, for convenient locations in Joplin to serve you. Pinnacle Bank, the official lineup sponsor to the CJ Thunder. Leading off for the Thunder will be center fielder Braden Larry. Batting second, the second baseman Aiden Spencer. Batting third, the shortstop Cooper Vedix. Batting fourth, the third baseman Brody Pan. Batting fifth, the pitcher Deacon Endicott. Batting sixth, the right fielder Caleb Bernard. Batting seventh will be the catcher Logan Haynes. And batting eighth will be the left fielder Briar Robinson. Batting ninth, the extra hitter starting the game, extra hitter Axton Davenport. And batting 10th will be the first baseman Thomas Hull. So it'll be Larry, Spencer, Vedix, Pant, Endicott, Bernard, Haynes, Robinson, Davenport, and Hull, the starting lineup for head coach Travis Spencer, assisted by Tony Endicott and Brian Vedix, and anybody else who jumps in the dugout to help the Thunder today. So a defensive change in the lineup for Expo's baseball. Cale Adams playing right field, and I believe that means the right fielder scheduled to play. I think Jay Slavens was the extra hitter, will now be at third base. So the defensive lineman for Expo's baseball, Baker in left, Taylor in center, Adams in right, Slavens at third, Martinez at short, Smith at second, Brown at first, Thorne behind the plate, and Oaks on the bump. Oaks, right-hander from Carthage, will face Braden Larry to lead things off here. Left-handed hitting Larry, first pitch from Oaks will be offered at, popped up in down the third base line. It's going to carry a foul and out of play. Larry, 0 for 1 yesterday with 3 walks and 2 runs scored. Today, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The leadoff hitter doing his job getting on base, making the pitchers work this fall. The 0-1 swung on a missed. I'll run the count 0-2. Oaks, the 0-2. Grounded hard towards short. Backhand stop by Martinez. He'll flip over to Brown at first in time to retire Larry 6-3. So a quick 3-pitch ground out for Oaks, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Aiden Spencer. Spencer, 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI, 1 for 1 earlier today with the 2 walks and a single. He hits one up the middle. Martinez ranges to his right. Nice play up the middle. Fires to first in time. So on 1 pitch, ground out, another 6-3. So on 4 pitches, Oaks has been able to get 2 ground ball outs quickly. So 2 away now as Cooper Vedix will step in. Vedix, 1 for 2 yesterday with an RBI. Earlier today, 2 for 3 with a run scored. 3 for 5 on the fall. First pitch he sees, off-speed pitch, breaks in there for strike 1 from Oaks. The 0-1 steps at it and fouls it back out of play towards the parking lot. That'll run the count to 0-2. 2 down, 0-2 count to Vedix. Oaks winds and he'll deliver. Pitch misses down. That'll make the count 1-2. We appreciate everybody tuning in this afternoon for today's game, the third one of the weekend for the Thunder. The 1-2 from Oaks. Hard ground ball. One bouncer back to Oaks, who fields it, flips over to Brown in time. And just like that, a quick 3 up, 3 down, top of the first for the CJ Thunder. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base after one complete. No score. You listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network.
Who's in center and left for them?
Welcome back to historic Joe Becker Stadium in beautiful Joplin, Missouri for CJ Thunder Fall Baseball. After one complete, we're scoreless as the Expos baseball will come up. They'll be sending 5, 6, 7 to the line, or up to the plate. Center fielder Caleb Taylor, second baseman Aiden Smith, and the left fielder Connor Baker. 4, 5, 6 due up. The leadoff hitter here, Caleb Taylor, familiar folks to the Carl Junction team. He's a junior at Carl Junction, starting shortstop for the JV, batted .250 last spring for the JV in 28 at-bats, 7 hits, 8 RBIs, including 4 extra base hits of his 7 hits. He'll see Endicott here for the first time. First pitch he sees, outside corner for strike one. Promising young infielder for the Bulldog program. The 0-1. Steps at it, tries to go to right field and foul it back to the screen. So Endicott's quickly ahead, 0-2. Last minute lineup changes for Expos baseballs. Apparently 2 players fell ill right before game time. So I'll get those changes to you as we go along here. Hard ground ball towards short on the 0-2. Bobbled by Spencer, picks it up and won't have a play. So we'll go E4 as Taylor leads off the inning, reaching base. Endicott got a couple ground balls to second base last inning, sandwiched around a walk and a strikeout. And that'll bring up Aiden Smith, second baseman from Nevada. First pitch he sees from Endicott is fouled back to the screen. Hull, the starting JV first baseman last spring, holds on his teammate Taylor at first. Endicott's 0-1, misses away. That'll run the count 1-1. Defense straight away for Smith. The 1-1 from Endicott. Excuse me, check swing, fouls it back to the screen. That'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Endicott. Fastball outside corner, called strike 3. Ring up another one for Endicott, his second strikeout today, both looking. So that'll bring up the left fielder from Webb City, Connor Baker. Another product of the Joplin Extended Metro for this Expos team. Players from Diamond, Carthage, Carl Junction, Nevada, Webb City, Pittsburgh. Check on the runner at first, and Taylor backs in safe. high throw or high pitch back pick at first base. Haynes to Hull, and Taylor's back in time. The 1-0 fouled off to the screen. So I'll make the count 1-1. 80 degrees at first pitch. Earlier today, we had high blue skies, not a cloud to be found. This afternoon's game 3:59, we have scattered clouds. Sun still beaming. Another ideal day for baseball. Perfect yesterday, perfect today. The 1-1. Another snap throw to first, and Taylor back safely. Two balls, one strike to count as home plate umpire Brian Hargrave and Dustin Storm confirmed. Two pitches missed away, and then the one that was fouled to the screen. So 2-1, everybody agrees now. Taylor leads off from first, held on by Hull. There goes Endicott. Another chopped foul. Haynes will field that one in foul territory, so I'll even the count at 2-2. One on, one out. 2-2 count here. In the top of the second, no score. In on the hands, and Baker fouls it off, so he'll spoil another one and get another one. So we'll reset and do it again. Plenty of good seats still available here at the ballpark. Capacity here just over 1,000, 1,100. Probably a crowd of maybe 75 on hand for today's game. Another 2-2 from Endicott. This one will miss wide. No snap throw this time on the pitch wide. Now it'll run the count full 3-2. So 3-2, one out. Not sure if Taylor will be going on this pitch or not. Two down, it would be guaranteed, but we'll see if he wants to get a head start here. Good lead at first. Endicott sets, delivers. That one's going to be spoiled again as he chops it foul. Good at bat here for Baker. He's making Endicott work here in the top of the second. Thunder been home team all three games this weekend. Travis Spencer 3 for 3 on the home plate toss at the plate. And another 3-2 from Endicott to Baker. This one, fastball gets it by him. Baker swings and misses, so another strikeout. That's 3 on the day for Endicott. 2 outs now with a runner on first, as I believe this will be Jace Slavens stepping up to the plate. Yes, that is Jace Slavens. So he was scheduled to be the the extra hitter in this game, the Pittsburgh High product. He's now starting at third base. He'll step in to face Endicott. First pitch. Fastball right down the pipe for strike one. The on-deck hitter is Cole Adams. He was picked up since there were 2 players that fell ill right before the start game, and he's helping out Expo's baseball. Fastball, this one outside corner, squared up, and that'll run the count 0-2. Endicott looking for his 4th strikeout of the game already here in the top of the second. The 0-2 misses up high. That'll run the count 1-2. The 1-2, Endicott to Slavens. There goes the runner. Pitches up, called strike 3. So Slavens down on strikes looking. No runs. There was no hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. After 1.5, no score. You're listening to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium. Beautiful job on Missouri for fall baseball, the CJ Thunder Radio Network. As we head to the bottom of the second, scoreless ball game here after 1.5, and Thunder will send up 4, 5, 6, part of the order. Brody Pant, the third baseman, Deacon Endicott, the pitcher, and Caleb Bernard, the right fielder, as they'll face Cohen Oaks, the right-hander from Carthage here in the second. Correction on the lineup. Caleb Taylor is playing third base for Expos baseball. That's Baker. Connor Baker is in center, and I'm not sure if that's Slavens in left or not, so we'll get this lined up eventually. First pitch from Oaks to Pant. Fastball in the inner part of the plate called strike one. And off-speed pitch, and Pant will wear it in the back. His dad tells him to stay up there and hit, but he's going to go to first reluctantly. Pant missed yesterday's game. Earlier today, he was 1 for 1 with a hit-and-run RBI single. Excuse me, not an RBI single. He was 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, hit by a pitch, and 3 runs scored. That'll bring up Endicott, who has 4 hits already on the fall, 4 for 5. There goes Pant, first pitch jump, and Endicott will foul it back to the screen. So Pant will reset back to first. Endicott, like I was mentioning, 2 for 3 with an RBI yesterday, 2 for 2 with a RBI double, and a 2-run home run earlier today. Already 4 RBIs on the fall, 4 for 5 to start. And he's going to drill that one to deep left center. That ball's carrying, and it's going to get down. Pant's going around second. They're going to wave him. Endicott's into second base, stand up with the double. Here comes Pant around third. The throw will not be in time. How about 5 RBIs for Deacon Endicott with an RBI double as Pant scores from first. And the Thunder jump out to a 1-0 lead. His second double of the day, third extra base hit of the fall. Caleb Bernard will step in now, face Oaks for the first time. That first pitch is down on the turf for ball 1. Bernard this weekend, 0 for 3 yesterday, 1 for 2 earlier today with an RBI single. Endicott gets a running lead at second base, and they let Oaks know. Martinez and Smith were communicating with him, told him to step off, so Oaks steps off and chases him back. That's Smith holding him on at second base. There he goes again, bouncing off. Oaks delivers to Bernard in the turf. And nice block by Thorne to keep it in front and keep Endicott at second base. So that'll even the count 1-1. For correction, that'll run the count to 2-0. Oh, almost got Endicott leaning. He about slipped on the turf as he was getting his secondary. Two O's chopped at the middle. Endicott will break for third. Giancarlo Martinez gets there, but the scoop can't be made at first, and so give Bernard an infield single. Nice range by Giancarlo Martinez, the shortstop from Diamond. Nice play up the middle, came up with it. But Bernard beats it out on the infield, so now first and third and no outs with a run across here in the the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Logan Haynes. Haynes on the fall. 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored yesterday. 0 for 1 earlier today with a walk and a run scored. First pitch from Oaks. Hard ground ball toward short. Martinez will backhand. Flip to Smith on to first, and that throw's going to be offline. So fielder's choice RBI for Haynes as Bernard's forced 6-4. Endicott scores, and that'll be the second run of the inning. Thunder now lead 2-0. First pitch to Briar Robinson, missed wide. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Robinson on the fall. 1 for 3 yesterday, 2 for 2 earlier today, single and a double. Home plate umpire Brian Hargrave says he offered at that one, so that'll even the count 1-1. 1-1 count, one out here. Bottom of the second, in a 2-0 ball game. The left fielder, Robinson, he takes that one wide, 2-1. One of 3 lefties in the lineup for Thunder, Robinson, Hull, and Larry, facing the right-handed pitching Oaks from Carthage. There goes the runner. Haynes will take the base standing up. Stolen base for the catcher, Logan Haynes, as the pitch is called a strike, and that'll even the count 2-2. The 2-2 to Robinson, fouled back to the screen. A little competition between the two teams who could get the foul ball, and Axton Davenport was on deck, and he got beat. Like to see the hustle between the two players. The 2-2 again, swung on a missed, and Robinson's down on strike swinging. That'll be the second out here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Axton Davenport, the extra hitter. Axton off to a hot start yesterday. 3 for 3, a triple, 2 RBIs, runs scored today, 0 for 2. He struck out both times earlier today. Haynes, the catcher, leads off from second, being held on by Smith. Oaks will come set and delivers to Davenport. Fastball misses down. And that'll run the count 1-0. Haynes from second. Oaks delivers. Swung on a miss for a strike. The 1-1 misses down. 2-1. Take this opportunity to say congratulations to the Carl Junction High School football team. 2-0 start, first one since 2016, following Friday night's 45-7 win over Rogers Heritage out of Arkansas. Good start for the football program. The 2-1, shot towards third. Taylor will come in, field it on the big high hop, throw across to Brown in time to retire Axton Davenport 5-3. For the Thunder, in the bottom of the second, there were 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 2 complete, Thunder lead 2-0. You'll listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back to historic Joe Becker Stadium. Beautiful Joplin, Missouri for fall baseball this weekend. CJ Thunder playing a 3-game set. 1 game yesterday in the O Show, 2 today here at Joe Becker Stadium. They lead 2-0 as we go to the top of the third against Expo's baseball. Defensive changes for the Thunder. Brian Robinson goes from left to first. Thomas Hull from first to second. Brody Pant from third over to short as Aiden Spencer slides from second to third. Axton Davenport, he'll jump into the game in left. Braden Larry stays in center, and Caleb Bednard stays in right as Cooper Beatix will take an inning break. Endicott on for his 3rd inning of work. He struck out 4 of the 6 outs he's needed today. A couple ground balls a second to go along with it with a walk. This inning he'll face it'll be the 9-hole hitter, Cale Adams, the right fielder who was picked up to for the game to help out Expo's baseball. So it'll be 9-1-2. Cale Adams, the right fielder, Giancarlo Martinez, the shortstop, and the catcher, Cooper Thorne, due up here in the top of the third. While we're offering congratulations to the various teams at Carl Junction High School, again, mentioned the football team off to a 2-0 start. Congratulations to Coach Bauer and the softball team, 7-2 start. They lost in the championship game Friday of the OMC tournament, Ozark Mountain Conference tournament in Branson to Marshfield. 7-2 start, good start for the softball team. First pitch to Adams here in the top of the third, fastball, strike one. Another fastball outside corner called strike two. So quickly Endicott ahead 0-2. The 0-2 offered at by Adams, and that'll be a strikeout swinging for Cale Adams. Fourth straight strikeout recorded by Endicott. Struck out Smith, Baker, and Slavens to end the second. Now Adams to start the third. That'll bring up the top of the order. And Giancarlo Martinez, the shortstop from Diamond, he grounded out to second. His first at-bat, the first inning. First pitch, outside corner called strike one. Five Ks on the day for Endicott. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Yesterday, Vedix got the start and went 2 innings, struck out 5 of the first 6 he faced. So he had 5 Ks in his short outing yesterday. That fastball misses away. That'll run the count 1-2. Caleb Bernard pitched the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of the 3 innings he pitched. He added 3 more strikeouts to the total. Gave up a 1 hit. And that was the only runner he had on. And then in the 6th inning, Axton Davenport struck out 1 as Giancarlo Martinez waves at a 1-2 fastball. And he'll strike out. 2 outs now quickly as Endicott has retired 5 straight on strikeouts. Looking, swinging, looking, swinging, swinging. That'll bring up Cooper Thorne, the catcher from Carthage, right-hand hitter. He walked his first at-bat. First pitch misses down the way, ball 1. So Thunder pitching yesterday in 6 innings, struck out 9. Earlier today, Braden Larry went 3. He struck out 6 over his 3 innings of work, and then Aiden Spencer struck out 1 in his 1 inning of work. Ground ball to second base. That'll be Thomas Hull, fields it on 2 hops and flip over to Briar Robinson to retire the side 4-3. So 3 up, 3 down. The top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 2.5, Thunder leads 2-0. You listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium, beautiful Joplin, Missouri, for fall baseball. The CJ Thunder Radio Network presents CJ Thunder Baseball, the reunion tour, and the last ride of the Thunder. Special thanks to the Thunder Moms and Brian Vedix and everybody who helped make the broadcast possible. It's nice to be back in the saddle calling games again. Thunder back on the field for one last time. Last time the Thunder were in action, the summer of 2021. Group of kids played together 8 and under, 9 and under, 10 and under, 11 and under, 12 and under, and then their 13 and under season in 21. Still remember when the kids were 9, this summer they won 54 games, 54, 14, and 1. If you add it all up together, 69 games as 9-year-olds. Now they're back together for one last season as they're seniors in high school and getting ready for next spring and their last year on the diamond wearing Carl Junction colors. As we go to the bottom of the third, it'll be 10-1-2 due up. First baseman Thomas Hull actually slid over to second base that last half inning. Braden Larry, the center fielder, and Aiden Spencer, now the third baseman, due up here. So Hull, 0-for-1 yesterday with a pair of walks, 0-for-1 earlier today with a walk. You'll see Oaks for the first time today. First pitch, misses up high for a ball. While we're offering congratulations, we'd also like to say congratulations to the Carl Junction girls tennis team. Mount Vernon tournament on Friday. Won the whole shooting match. So a tournament championship now under the belt for the tennis team as that pitch is in the turf for ball 2. Softball, tennis, and football all off to great starts this fall at Carl Junction High School. The 2-0, fastball down the pipe for strike 1. The 2-1. Bender breaks right in there for strike 2. Hull a little disappointed himself for letting that one go. See what he gets here on 2-2 from Oaks. Thorne with the sign. Oaks delivers the 2-2. Fastball misses down. That'll run the count full, 3-2. The left-hand hitting Hull, the right-hand pitcher Oaks. The 3-2 offering. Hard ground ball towards second, fielded on 2 bounces by Smith. He'll flip over to Brown in time to retire Hull on a 4-3 ground out. Hull now 0-for-3 on the fall. That'll bring up the top of the order, Braden Larry. Larry grounded out to short to start the game. One of 3 ground ball outs for Oaks in the first inning. He got Larry on a short ground ball to short, Spencer a ground ball to short, and then Vedix on a hard ground ball right back to him. First pitch to Larry, misses up high for a ball. That ball's going to be slapped towards left. It's going to hang up, and I believe that Slavin's out there. Hit right to him, but it hits him in the glove and drops out. So we're going to go E7. Drop fly ball by Slavins to the left. So Larry reaches on the arrow. So runner on first, 1 out for Spencer. 0-for-1 today with a ground out to short. Larry leads off from first. Pitch into the turf, blocked nicely by Thorne. Assistant coach Tony Endicott rounds up the bats, coaching at first base. Check on Larry at first, and he's back in time. Oaks to Brown. One 0 misses up and in. That'll run the count 2-0. First error of the ball game committed by Expo's baseball. Check on Larry again. He's back diving in. Congratulations to the Carl Junction High School volleyball team. Won the Nevada tournament yesterday up in Nevada. That pitch is punched foul back and out of play into the stands. So that'll be the first strike. 2-1 now to Spencer. Looking for his 3rd hit of the fall. There goes, nope. Larry fakes the go. Doesn't. Pitch in the turf blocked by Thorne. That'll run the count 3-1. Oaks has bounced 2 up there this at bat. the 3-1. Now Larry goes for real, and he can go in standing up, but he does slide anyhow as Spencer draws another walk. That'll be his third walk of the fall. So Larry on second, Spencer at first with one out, and that'll bring up Vedix. Vedix, one hopper back to the mound back in the first to end the inning. Looking for his fourth hit of the fall. Pitch in the turf, blocked by Thorne, no advance by anybody. 1-0 the count. That one's slapped at by Vedix, fouled off. Vedix, that front foot flying open to the left. Throws his hands at the pitch, fouls it off. The 1-1, Oaks to Vedix. That one's punched to right field and carrying well. Back goes Adams. He'll camp underneath it and make the catch as Larry will tag up and advance to third on the line out to left or right. So Vedix now 0 for 2. Hard fly ball to right, but Adams had it played right. And that'll leave runners at first and third with 2 outs for Brody Pant. Pant hit by pitch and scored on Endicott's RBI double in the second. 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. First pitch he sees, chopped foul into the stands. Oh, 1, 2 out, first and third. Spencer off from first, Larry from third. Into the turf, nicely blocked by Thorne. No advance by either runner. Pant, 7 home runs as a sophomore for Carl Junction. 2 this past year as a junior. 9 in his career. So he takes a pitch up high for a ball. And the sound you hear flying over the stadium is on approach to Joplin Regional Airport. That ball's lined in the left field for an RBI single. Brody Pant with his second hit of the day and an RBI single makes the score 3-0 as Larry scores. Spencer moves up to second base. So 2-out RBI single makes it 3-0. That'll bring up Endicott. RBI double his last at-bat. Takes the first pitch up high for a ball. Endicott earlier today, 2 for 2. RBI double down the third base line and a 2-run bomb to left field to end it early, 11-0 after 4. Hanging curveball called strike. That'll even count 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 RBIs for Endicott in 3 games this fall. Oaks sets and delivers. Hard ground ball up the middle, but Smith had it played perfectly. He'll field it, step on the base to retire Endicott on the fielder's choice. So 1 run on no hits. There was an error and 2 left on base. After 3 complete, Thunder lead 3-0. Listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back to historic Joe Becker Stadium in beautiful Joplin, Missouri for CJ Thunder Baseball, fall baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network as we head to the top of the fourth. Thunder lead 4-0 over Expo's baseball. New pitcher coming into the game for the Thunder. This will be Cooper Viedix. He started yesterday, only went 2 innings. The first 2 only threw 30 pitches in those 2 innings. Struck out 5 of the 6 batters he faced. He struck out the side in the first on 15 pitches, struck out the first 2 in the second, and then got a fly ball to right to perfect 6 up, 6 down in his 2 innings of work. First pitch here to Adam Brown, the third baseman from Diamond for the Expos baseball, called a strike. The 0-1, fastball up high. That'll run the count to 1-1. Brown, he struck out looking against Endicott in the first inning. 1 of 6 strikeouts for Endicott. Fastball misses up high. That'll be a ball. 2-1 now the count to Brown. Endicott, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits. He only had 2 guys reach base. 1 on a walk and 1 on an error. That pitch misses away. That'll run the count 3-1. The 3-1, chop towards short. Pant fields on 2 bounces, throws on the run, and was not dug out at first base by Robinson. So give Brown an infield single, and then on the throw, he was going to get the error. E6 on the throw will give him second base. Infield defense now for the Thunder. That's Spencer at third, Pant at short. Thomas Hull at second still. Briar Robinson at first. Davenport in left. Bernard in right, and Larry in center still. Viedix first pitch to Oaks is a counterpart on the bump. Misses up high for a ball. (1-0) foul back to the screen. That'll even count at 1-1. Oaks grounded out to second his last at bat against Endicott. Seven strikeouts earlier today for Larry and Spencer combined. Viedix, Bernard, and Davenport 9 yesterday. That pitch misses wide. That'll run the count 2-1. Throw in Endicott 6 today. 22 strikeouts in 3 games thus far for Thunder pitching this weekend. Power arms on display. That pitch misses low. That'll run the count 3-1. And Viedix goes 3 balls on his second straight hitter. And that's going to bring Haynes out to the mound to have a conference with his pitcher. They talk about it for a second. Hour 55 time limits this weekend has not been come into play on both Thunder games. Run rules are 12 after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5. That has come into play. The 3-1, fastball fouled off the face mask and will reset. Brian Hargrave, the home plate umpire, does the courtesy coming out and handing the ball to Cooper Viedix. Give his catcher, Logan Haynes, a second to gather his butterflies. He's got his bell rung on the foul ball. All is well. And we'll have a 3-2 offering from Viedix to Oaks, the right-hander from Carthage. The 3-2. And called third strike. Looked like the big bender from Viedix broke across the inside corner, called third strike. That'll be 1 out now here in the top of the fourth in a 3-0 ball game as Carl Junction Jr., Caleb Taylor, I believe, unless this is... Oh, this is Oaks. All right. So either we batted out of order or there's somebody else in the lineup here. I had it Brown and Oaks and Taylor do up here, but apparently this is Oaks. So I'm off somewhere. And quickly 2 strikes now to Oaks. Oh, 2. Backhand stop by Haynes in the turf, and I'll run the count 1 and 2. 1 on, 1 out, 1-2 count here. Spoils the off-speed pitch, Oaks does, and will remain 1 and 2. That's Taylor on deck. Guess that was Thorne. It reached on the infield single in the air, and Brown was the strikeout. Could have swore Martinez was the second out in the 3rd inning. The 2-2 misses wide. That'll run the count full 3 and 2. So that's Thorne at second. Brown called out on strikes. This is Oaks with a full count now from Vedix. The 3-2. Fastball popped up foul into the screen. So we'll reset and do 3-2 again. 3-0, top of the 4th. Thunder leads Expo's baseball. The 3-2 shot foul as Oaks ruins another off-speed pitch from Vedix. Vedix, his 3rd inning of work this weekend. Larry's gotten 3, Bernard's gotten 3. This is Vedix's 3rd. The 3-2 again. Offers at it. Backhand stop by Haynes, who applies the tag for another strikeout. And now Oaks is out on strikes. And they're going to get a courtesy runner in here for the catcher, Thorne, at second base. And that'll bring up the Carl Junction junior, Caleb Taylor. So, Vedix, 2 more strikeouts. That'll give him 7 on the weekend. 5 yesterday, 2 today. 2 down, runner on second. Vedix first pitch to Taylor. Fastball swung on a miss for strike 1. Teammates in the spring and playing against each other here in the fall. The 0-1. Fastball up, called strike 2. That'll run the count 0-2. Thorne off second. Vedix with the 0-2. Fastball misses up high. That'll run the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pant working the runner at second. Everybody else straight up. The 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses away. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 4th and a 3-0 ball game. Vedix, the 2-2, swung on a miss. And Vedix, after the error, the hit in the air, strikes out the side. Looking, swinging. No runs, a hit, an error, and 1 left on base. After 3.5, Thunder lead 3-0. You're listening to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium in beautiful Joplin, Missouri for CJ Thunder Baseball. The reunion tour, the last ride of the Thunder. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Thunder lead 3-0. 2 in the second, 1 in the third is how we got here. Due up for the Thunder, it'll be Caleb Bernard, Logan Haynes, and Briar Robinson. The right fielder, the catcher, and the left fielder. Actually, Robinson's now at first base. They'll face Oaks, who's out there for his fourth inning of work. Despite a error and a walk last inning, only allowed the one run. Thunder were able to score one without the benefit of a hit. Thunder with only 2 hits in this game, both in the second inning. RBI double by Endicott. And a single by Caleb Bernard. Bernard, he leads off here, takes the first pitch for a ball. Singled his last at-bat. The 1-0. Misses wide, runs the count 2-0. The 2-0. Fastball right down the pipe for a strike. Oaks winds and deals the 2-1. Another fastball down the pipe for strike 2. 2-2 now the count to Caleb Bernard. Looking for his third hit of the fall. The 2-2 into the turf, blocked by Thorne. Run the count full, 3-2. The full count spoiled by Bernard, so we're going to reset and do it again. The 3-2. Oaks misses wide, and a good at-bat by Caleb Bernard as he works off a leadoff walk. So for the second time today, the Thunder get the leadoff hitter on. That'll bring up Logan Haynes. Haynes, RBI, fielder's choice last inning. Hard ground ball to short. Got Bernard forced at second, but drove in the run. First pitch he sees here from Oaks with Bernard leading off from first. Into the turf and blocked by Thorne. Oaks sets and deals the 1-0. There goes Bernard. Ball is punched foul down the right field line. Everybody's giving pursuit, and it's going to drop foul. Hit and run was on again. Thunder executed the hit and run 3 times earlier today, twice resulting in RBIs. Another one had sent a runner from first to third. That one there, Bernard went, and Haynes was trying to go to right field with it. So 1-1, we reset. Check on the runner at first, and that ball's going to get by Brown on a throw to Oaks. Tried to check on Bernard. It gets by the runner, so Bernard will go to second base on the E1 throw. Second error of the game by the Expos. Drop fly ball last inning was the first. Bernard leads off. That ball's going to be hit hard up the middle. Martinez fields it on 2 bounces, fires across to Brown in time to get Haynes 6-3. But Bernard, with the ball hit behind him, he'll move up 90 feet to third base. So runner on third with 1 out. And that'll bring up Briar Robinson. Robinson 0-for-1, struck out earlier today. Robinson 3-for-5 coming into this one, so 3-for-6 on the weekend. Looking for his first RBI of the fall. First pitch he sees, fouls it back to the screen. That'll make the count 1-0. Oaks to Robinson. Blocked by Thorne on a pitch in the turf, so that'll even count 1-1. Robinson, the Webb City product. Oaks, the Carthage product. Face each other in the spring. Members of the Central Ozark Conference, the old COC. The 1-1. That one's going to be lifted foul back and out of play. It's probably going to be into the industrial supply yard down back behind the field here at Joe Becker Stadium. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to the slender lefty. The 1-2, off-speed pitch, spoiled. Nice job by Robinson just to ruin the pitch. Fights it off and sends it into the seats down the left field line. So we'll reset and do 1 and 2 again. Bernard leads off from third. The 1-2. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. And an RBI for Brian Robinson, the Webb City product. He'll give the Thunder a 4-0 lead. His 4th hit of the weekend and his first RBI of the fall. So Axton Davenport will step in with a runner on first and 1 out. Davenport, first pitch he sees, off-speed pitch on the inside for ball 1. Bernard walked, took second on an errant throw by the pitcher, moved up on the ground ball by Haynes, and then Robinson with an RBI, 1-out RBI single. There goes Robinson, and he's going to take second base without a throw. So now another runner in scoring position for the Thunder. Complimentary baseball, producing. The leadoff guy gets on, moves up on an errant throw, ground ball moves into third, and then with 1 out, a single by Robinson produced the 4th run. Strike, fastball down the pipe to Davenport. That'll even count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Davenport. 0 for 1 today with a ground out to third. Robinson leads off from second, being held on by Smith. Pitch into the turf, and it'll get away from Thorne this time, and now Robinson will move up to third base, runner on third with 1 out again. So Davenport can pick up his 3rd RBI of the weekend. Had 2 yesterday, putting the ball in play. Infield remains back. They'll succeed the run for the out here. The 2-1, fouled, tipped, held by Thorne. So that'll even the count at 2-2. That pitch is spoiled and full count. So Davenport, that pitch is in the turf. Good at bat by Davenport to work his way on. So now Thomas Hull will come up. 7-pitch walk for Davenport. And there'll be a conference on the mound as the assistant coach Drew Bridges will come out and talk it over with Oaks. First and third, 1 out. Thomas Hull, the 10-hole hitter, at second base now after starting the game at first base. Davenport, he's in left. But he's at first base now after a walk. Robinson at third after a 1-out single RBI. RBI opportunity here for Hull as the conference continues on the bump. The entire infield out there now. Conference is over. Hull 0 for 1 today, ground out to second base. looked like Davenport was going to cross the diamond in conference with Travis Spencer. Instead, he got about as far as the mound where the conference for the Expos was and stopped right there. So he might have been as much as part of that conference as the defense was there. So Oaks comes set to deliver the first pitch to Hull. There goes Davenport. First pitch down the pipe, throw down to second base, cut off by Smith. And Davenport takes second base. So now second and third with one out and an 0-1 count. Oaks set, ready to deliver the 0-1 to Hull. That one's up. That'll run the count 1-1. Top of the order, Braden Larry awaits on deck. The 1-1. This is down and in. I'll run the count to 2-1. Earlier today, Thunder had a 5-run third and a 3-run fourth to end the game early. Crooked numbers has been the tale of the weekend for the Thunder. The 2-1 misses in. That'll run the count to 3-1. Yesterday, the 8-0 game, they scored one in every inning, with the exception of the fourth and the sixth, where they added 2. That pitch misses up high, and Thomas Hull will have another walk on the weekend. His 4th walk of the weekend, getting on base for the bottom of the order. So now the bases are loaded for the top of the order, and Braden Larry. Larry, 0 for 2 today, reached on an error his last at-bat and scored. He's looking for his first hit of the fall. 0 for 1 yesterday, 0 for 2 earlier today, but has walked 4 times this weekend. First pitch from Oaks to Larry, misses up high for a ball. One run across here, one out, and the base is loaded. 4-0, Thunder lead. Fastball outside corner called strike 1. The 1-1 to Larry. Swung on a miss, strike 2. The 1-2, Oaks to Larry. Off-speed pitch. Larry got out on front of it, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So Oaks with a big strikeout there with the bases loaded and one out. And that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Aiden Spencer. Spencer grounded out to short in the first, walked in the third. 0 for 1 officially today. He is 2 for 6 on the weekend with an RBI and a couple of walks. First pitch from Oaks, into the turf, dug out by Thorne, ball 1. The 1-0, shot foul towards the Expos dugout, now leaving the count at 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 ball game. One run across here. The 1-1, another one chopped towards the Expos dugout at third. And that'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2, 2 down, and the bases loaded here. Expos defense all straight away for Spencer. The 1-2. Misses down low. I'll run the count 2-2. The trio of all-state hitters, Phoenix, Pant, and Endicott, are due up the next 3. Big at-bat right here for Spencer. The 2-2, chop foul, spoils a 2-2 off-speed pitch. Phoenix and Endicott, second team, Class 4 All-State selections. Pant, second team, All-State third base. And we'll do 2-2 with 2 outs one more time. Spencer asked for time in the box. So we'll reset it all again. The 2-2. Fastball called strike 3. And Oaks, with back-to-back strikeouts, gets out of a bases-loaded one-out jam. There were 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 3 left on base. After 4 complete, Thunder lead 4-0. You're listening to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium in beautiful Joplin, Missouri for CJ Thunder Fall Baseball, game number 3 of the weekend. As the Thunder, we go to the top of the 5th with a 4-0 lead over the Expo's baseball. Cooper Phoenix back out for his 2nd inning of work today. He threw 2 yesterday, 30 pitches over the first 2 innings of the 8-0 victory yesterday. He will face 6, 7, 8 part of the Expo's baseball's lineup. This will be Aiden Smith, Connor Baker, and Jace Slavens. Smith, the second baseman, he struck out looking when he faced Endicott in the 2nd. His first time facing Vedix here. First pitch to Smith, misses away for a ball. After an infield single and error, Vedix struck out the next 3 to end the 4th inning. That pitch there, off-speed pitch, called a strike, and that'll even account 1-1. Smith, second baseman from Nevada. Another curveball. This one's going to be punched foul back and out of play into the parking lot. Setting the defense for the Thunder. That's Spencer at third. Endicott now short as Brody Pant is in the dugout. Hull's still at second. Let's see. I believe that the 1-2 pitch misses away. That'll run the count 2-2. Brian Robinson's still at first, so the outfield is still Davenport, Larry, and Bernard left to right on your video screen. The 2-2, Vedix to Smith. It's going to be popped up to shallow right. Hull's going to go out. Bernard's coming in, calls him off. Actually, yep, that was Bernard with Larry backing him up. So Smith retired on the fly ball to right. Good communication between the second baseman Hull and Bernard to work it out with Smith making the play to get the first out here in the 5th inning. That'll bring up the left fielder from Webb City, Connor Baker. That pitch misses low. Ball 1. 4-0 here. Top of the 5th. Line drive towards second base. 1 hop. Backhand stop by Hull. Flips over to Robinson in time to retire Baker 4-3. So a fly ball out. Now a ground ball out. Nice play by Hull in the backhand on the 1 hopper. So that now should bring up, with all the changes in the bottom of the order for Expo's baseball, this should be the third baseman, or excuse me, I believe it's the left fielder, Slavens, the Pittsburgh High product. First pitch he sees from Vedix, first time facing Vedix. Slider called for a strike. That is Slavens. That pitch misses away. That leaving the count 1-1. No on, 2 out here, top of the 5th, 4-0 ball game. Fastball down the pipe for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Vedix, fly ball out, ground ball out. After striking out the side the last half inning, he's letting his defense do some work here in the 5th. Didn't have to do much of that yesterday. 6 batters, 5 strikeouts. Only 1 ball put in play against him, and that was a fly out to right. The 1-2 into the turf, not leaving the count at 2-2. No on, 2 outs, and a 2-2 count here. And that off-speed pitch misses away. So the count will run full, 3-2. The 3-2 to Slavens. Fastball, called strike 3, down the pipe. And Slavens, for the 3rd time today, is called out on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0. CJ Thunder lead. You'll listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium in beautiful Joplin, Missouri for 2025 fall baseball season for the CJ Thunder. Back for the reunion tour after a 4-year break. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Thunder will send to the plate 3-4-5, the all-state trio of Vedix, Pant, and Endicott. The pitcher, extra hitter, and shortstop due up here. They will face Giancarlo Martinez, the right-hander from Diamond, who moves from shortstop to the mound. Third baseman Caleb Taylor, the shortstop from Carl Junction, will slide from third over to short. And then Cohen Oakes, who tossed the first 4 innings against the Thunder, he's now going to go over to third base. So defensive changes. It'll be now Oakes, Taylor, Smith, Brown on the infield. Thorne still behind the plate. And Martinez on the bump. Slavens, Baker, and Adams in the outfield for Expo's baseball. Not Thorne, but Vedix, 0 for 2 today. He's hit a 1-hopper back to the mound and absolutely crushed one to right that was right at Adams and right. So 0 for 2, ground out and a fly out. Vedix 0 for 2 today, looking for his 4th hit of the fall. Was 3 for 5 coming in today in this game. First pitch from Martinez, misses down low for a ball. 4-0 as we start this bottom of the 5th. And that one's going to be sliced towards right. It's dropping and going to get down and past Adams. Actually, he bobbled and stayed with it. So Vedix line drive to right. He'll lead off the 5th with a base hit. His first hit of the game. Now 1 for 3 on the day and his 4th hit of the fall. That'll bring up Brody Pant. Pant hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. He had an RBI ground out in the RBI single in the third. First pitch from Martinez to Pant misses away for a ball. Brown holding on. Vedix at first. There goes Vedix. And no throw. They'll just give him second base. Pitch was called a ball, so 2-0 now with Vedix. Dancing off second base. Pant got tired of waiting and decided to call for time. 1 on, no outs. 2-0 to Pant with Martinez now on the bump. Taylor working in behind Vedix. The 2-0 misses away, 3-0. Pant would just like to see something in the strike zone. And once again, another 3-0 count to Pant, and Spencer's told him green light. 3-0, and he's going to wear another one. And that's not going to sit well with Brody Pant. Second hit by pitch today. Actually, it's the third time today. He got hit earlier in the first game today, twice in this game. Not happy is Pant. So now first and second, no outs for Endicott. Endicott today, double, an RBI in the second, grounded out to second in the third. 1 for 2 in this one. That had the big bat early today. There goes the runner. Vedix goes to third base with no throw, and Pant moves up 90 feet as well. So now second and third on the pitch up in the zone. So 1-0 to Endicott. 5 hits on the weekend, 3 of which have gone for extra bases. 5 RBI. The 1-0. Missed away. That'll run the count 2-0. 2 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. Today, in the earlier game, 2 for 2, RBI double, 2-run home run to left. And already in this one, an RBI double. 2-0. That one's going to be launched on the infield. Popped up. Taylor calls for it in shallow left center, and he'll make the play. So they'll get Endicott on a pop-up. Nice play by Taylor to get the out. So 2 on, 1 out now for Caleb Bernard. Bernard, he walked and scored his last time up. That ball, first pitch he sees, he's going to foul it straight back and out of play. Vedix leads off from third, Pant from second. Bernard 1 for 1. Singled in the second, walked in the fourth. That's when he scored. Takes that one down on the turf for a ball. 2 on, 1 out, 1-1 count. Bernard from Martinez. In on him. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Tied him up in his hands. Looked like a fastball that tailed in and choked. And Bernard fought it off. But that'll even the count at 2-2. Martinez, his first inning of work, already in a jam here with 2 on and 1 out. The 2-2. Off-speed pitch misses away. And that'll run the count full 3-2 to Caleb Bernard. The 3-2, Martinez to Bernard. And he'll wear it. Another hit batter here in the 5th inning. After Vidic singled, Pant was hit by a pitch, and he's on second. Now Bernard wears one on 3-2 to load him up with one out for the catcher, Logan Haynes. Haynes, fielder's choice RBI in the second, grounded out to short, 6-3, his last at-bat. So 0 for 2 with an RBI today. He comes up in a big situation here with the bases loaded and one out. Thunder lead 4-0, but they like to put another crooked number on the board. Had an opportunity the last inning, had one out and the bases loaded. And Oaks, after a conference on the mound, was facing the top of the order. He got Braden Larry on strikes and then got Aiden Spencer looking to get out of that jam and only give up the single run. Here, Martinez in his first inning works, got the bases loaded, one out, and the catcher Logan Haynes stepped in. First pitch, off-speed pitch, swung on a miss by Haynes. That'll make the count 0-1. Haynes, a pair of hits yesterday with 2 runs scored. Earlier today, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 0-1. Fastball's going to be chopped toward short. Taylor gets over there. He's got one play to first and in time. So RBI ground out by Haynes. That'll score Vidic from third. Pant moves up and Bernard moves up. So second and third and 2 down. And a run across. So 5-0 now Thunder, and Robinson steps in. He had an RBI single his last at-bat. First pitch he sees, misses away for a ball. Struck out in the second. Drove in Bernard with one out in the fourth. Straight steal at home, and Brody Pant does it. Martinez was deliberate on his delivery home, and Brody Pant just took the plate with a left-handed hitter up. You don't see that every day, folks. Straight steal of home, and the Thunder add another one, make it 6-0. 2-0 now, the count to Robinson. That pitch misses up high, and they'll run the count 3-0. The highlights have been plentiful this weekend for the Thunder, and add that one to the clipboard. Bernard leads off from second. That pitch misses wide, and Robinson works his way on with a 4-pitch walk. 2 hit batters, a single, and a walk now for the Thunder. That'll bring up Axton Davenport. Davenport 0 for 1 with a walk. He walked in the fourth. Now 2 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth, and a 6-0 ball game. Off-speed pitch misses away. 1-0. Off-speed pitch. This one swung on a miss. That will run the count to 1-1. Thunder hitters this weekend have taken advantage of the lack of control by opposing pitching. A number of walks. 1-1. Another off-speed pitch. This one misses up high. That'll run the count 2-1. Larry's walked 4 times. Spencer has walked 3 times this weekend. There goes the runners. And a good pitch to go on for both of them is in the turf, and the only thing Thorne can do would be block it. So most runners move up, Bernard to third and Robinson to second. So second and third, 2 outs, and another RBI opportunity for Davenport, who drove in 2 yesterday. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Slider swung on a miss, and that'll run the count full 3-2. So 3-2, 2 down with 2 on here. Another curveball called stern strike, and Davenport's down on strikes looking. So for the Thunder in the bottom of the fifth, there were 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 5 complete, Thunder leads 6-0. You're listening to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium. Beautiful Joplin, Missouri. Fall baseball here for the CJ Thunder. The reunion tour and the last ride of the Thunder. All the seniors back together for one more season of travel baseball. As we head to the top of the sixth, the Expo's baseball due up here will be the bottom of the order, the right fielder, Cale Adams. And then I got to figure out who's on deck because I think that's where they threw me off. Is I think they added a guy earlier in the lineup and I missed it. First pitch from Cooper Vedix to Adams is a called strike right down the middle. 6-0, top of the sixth, Thunder lead. Vedix out for his third inning of work. Slider called strike two, quickly 0-2 to Adams. He struck out his previous at-bat. That off-speed pitch misses away, ball one. That one misses away, and that'll even count at 2-2. That off-speed pitch misses into the turf, and that'll quickly, just as fast as it went 0-2, just as fast as now full 3-2. Vedix, come on in the fourth, struck out the side after a leadoff single and error. Last inning, fly out, ground out, strikeout. So 4 strikeouts today to go with the 5 he had yesterday. The 3-2 to Adams. Fastball outside corner called strike 3. So another strikeout for Vedix here to start the 6th inning. The next hitter in the lineup here, I cannot see a number, and I do not have a name. So I do not know who we got here. Spencer's going to come out to the mound, and after Vedix gets that strikeout, we're going to make a pitching change. Pitching change being made here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. We'll be right back with all the details. You'll listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Welcome back, baseball fans, to historic Joe Becker Stadium. Beautiful Joplin, Missouri, for Thunder Fall Baseball here in 2025. Game number 3 of the weekend, and we're in the top of the 6th with 1 out. And pitching change being made, it'll be the closer, Brody Pant, making his first appearance of the fall. He comes in relief of Cooper Vedix, who had went 2 1/3 today after going 2 yesterday. So the mystery batter here, number 8, I don't have a name. So I apologize, folks, for the first time ever. A mystery man at bat because that's Giancarlo Martinez on deck awaiting. So first pitch from Pant to mystery hitter called strike 1. I can tell you, whoever this is, he struck out last at bat. And strike 2. I believe it's Landon Hancock is who we got now. The 0-2 to Hancock. Swung on a miss and another strikeout. So quickly 2 outs here. Pant doesn't mess around. Dispatches him on 3 pitches and a strikeout. So that'll bring up now the top of the order, Giancarlo Martinez. This is where I got messed up in the 4th inning because I did not catch number 8 in the lineup. So Martinez, he is 0 for 2. Hard ground ball to third. That'll chew up Spencer. And Martinez will be on the E5. So Martinez was 0 for 2. He reaches on the air here, the ground ball to third, and that'll bring up the catcher, Cooper Thorne. Thorne 0 for 1 with the ground out to second and a walk in the first. Pant, set, delivers. Fastball away. Ball 1. Fastball misses away. That'll run the count to 2-0. 1 on, 2 outs. 2-0 count here in the top of the 6th and a 6-0 ball game. The 2-0. Fastball swung on a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count to Carthage catcher, Cooper Thorne. 2-1, runner goes. Haynes catches, throws down, and Hull did not catch it. And so stolen base for Martinez, who takes third on the throw. So runner on third now. Pitch was called a ball, so 3 balls, 1 strike to the hitter Thorne with Martinez leading off from third and 2 down. The 3-1. Chopped. Pant is going to go to off the mound, pick it up, and get the out. So the chopper by Thorne to Pant, 1-3 put out. For some reason, everybody thought that there was only 2 outs. But as it turns out, it's out number 3. Vidic struck out Adams. Pant comes on to strike out Hancock. Then the error allows Martinez to reach. And then the ground out by Thorne to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, an error, 1 left on base. After 5.5, Thunder leads 6-0. You listen to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network. Well, we're going to leave it here, folks, because they just called ball game. So final score will be CJ Thunder 6, Expo's Baseball 0. Thunder, how about a 3-0 weekend? All 3 shutouts. 8-0, 11-0, 6-0 victory here today at Joe Becker Stadium. So for the Thunder, 6 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors. Totals for the Thunder. For Expo's Baseball, no runs. There was a hit. They committed 2 errors, and those are the totals on the ball game. So final score, once again, CJ Thunder wins 6-0. Go 3-0 on the weekend. Thunder pitching 3 straight shutouts. A lot of strikeouts, a few walks, and not very many hits allowed. So good weekend for the pitching staff. Not bad at the plate either. Deacon Endicott, of course, big weekend for him at the plate with 5 hits this weekend to go along with 6 RBI in 3 games. So that'll wrap it up for Brian Vidic's producer, engineer, and assistant baseball coach, Travis Spencer, Tony Endicott, and all the Thunder Moms making everything possible. I'm Craig Hall saying so long from Joe Becker Stadium. You've been listening to CJ Thunder Baseball on the CJ Thunder Radio Network.